If you've been following Skyrim quest mods for the past few years, there's a good chance that you'll recognize the name Nimwaith. They excel in creating narrative experiences, really focused around their mods' new characters. Their mods aren't always super gameplay oriented, but I really enjoy them, because at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is new stories to engage with. Today, we're taking a look at their memorable Bounties mod, inspired by The Witcher. Their goal here was to add 3 new unique bounty quests, giving you a bit of choice in how you complete these quests. The mod is fully voiced and can safely be installed mid-game, and it's available for Special Edition across both PC and Xbox systems. Like I said, there's 3 quests in total. One can be started in Windhelm's Inn, another in Falkreath's, and the final in Winterhold. I'll be starting in Windhelm. Started, Sins of Silver, go to Frostholm. If you're a sellsword looking for work, Frostholm needs your assistance. A beast of some kind has been plaguing our area for many nights, and we fear an attack on our citizens. If you're interested, come to Frostholm, just next to the Nightgate Inn. It's just because there's a dungeon name that starts with Frost, but when they said Frostholm, I was imagining like one of the existing dungeons in Skyrim. God, which one am I thinking of? Okay, yeah, I'm thinking of Frostmere Crypt, and I just, for whatever reason, was imagining just like a bunch of villagers just living in there. I do like the idea of this adding a new village, but I'm also guessing that it's just kinda set dressing, so it might just be a thing of, I'm not sure how compatible this might be if you have another mod that, you know, is gonna edit that area. I'm not sure which mods or how many mods might edit the area directly near Nightgate Inn, but I'm almost kind of wondering, like, what that priority would be then. It's like, oh, you know, the quest mod that adds this kind of, like, set piece dressing village that's really just there for the one quest, or, you know, landscape mods, maybe like an overhaul of the inn, anything like that. So just kind of wondering there. I know there's some compatibility patches. So for instance, I know there's at least a compatibility patch for like Winterhold, because if you have a mod that changes the layout of the Winterhold Inn or anything like that, which there's some good ones out there, that can cause weird placement for the node. So I'm hoping that means kind of like any relevant, any necessary kind of like patch needed to kind of like make sure that this will be compatible with other mods. Adjusting those areas, editing those areas will be fine. But I would say for sure, if you're on a more heavy mod list that really changes a lot of cities, locations, and so on, definitely take a look at the compatibility patches on the mod page, because that might really help you out here. You know, I got really lucky that that dragon just kept flying. I didn't really want to deal with it. I didn't really want to fight the dragons, so that's a little bit of a relief for me. Also, this is a bit of an older mod. I think the first version of this came out maybe 3 years ago now, but I did see that there was an update in a patch about a year ago or so. So it has been updated, it has kind of like been patched. They took care of some bugs, some issues that people had found. And even though I've played several of Nimwaith's mods now, I feel like anytime that I look in the Nexus, I realize that there's so many more that I've missed too. Well, Frostholm isn't looking so good. Frostholm isn't looking great. Oh. I wasn't sure if you were gonna be named. Is everyone here? Oh, no, not everyone's gonna be named because, well, there's not enough left of some of these people to identify them. Ugh. Oh. Wait, is that troll literally just what I have to take care of? No. Oh no, the troll is chasing my target. Oh my god, imagine if the troll just kills him. Oh, that'd be embarrassing. They'd have to pay the troll then, not me. Can we blame the troll for destroying the village? Probably not. Oh god. I've had spiders drop from the ceiling in dungeons before. I don't think I've ever had them drop from trees just out in like the open world.
You stay away from Frostholm!
I just killed that troll and 2 spiders. Why?
It's not but a ruin now. Everyone's either dead or fled. All because of that bastard!
Who? Okay, so, you know, initially I saw you being chased, I thought you were the bad guy, but no, I saved you.
Eyes, a sickly yellow. Scar across his face. A damn mercenary. I never got his name.
He's just
He was
describing
one that
Geralt of
Leif, our elder,
Rivia.
hired to slay the beast that got poor old Sven.
Oh, yeah. He's just describing Geralt of... Yeah, slow down. What happened?
He slayed the creature, wassled into our village with proof of his kill, and went to speak with Leif.
And?
They was talking, discussing pay for a bounty, I think.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Then they started shouting, real loud. The whole village heard the commotion. Then it got physical. We heard Leif scream. Then he came out. His sword was covered in blood. We either ran or hid. No one but the near faced him. The bastard cut him down with lariat word.
Is the mercenary still at the village?
I snuck a glance at him as I ran. He was sat in the well. Seems one of the boys got him good.
Oh, I thought I walked past the well and... I might have missed him. Maybe I didn't walk past the well. Maybe I'm just making shit up. I'll go investigate. Be safe.
Thank you.
Be safe with all your burned villagers here, you know? I mean, I know it's not going to be Geralt, it sure sounded a lot like him, you know? Yeah, maybe I just walked right past you. I don't know.
Who might you be?
I'm George. Heard a lot about you. I just heard about you for the first time, like 5 seconds ago.
Have you now? Well, have you come to kill me?
You seem to be expecting it. Not yet, I just would like to talk first.
Fine. Ask your questions.
What happened here?
I think you already know the half of it. I killed the beast, took its pelt as proof of my kill, and returned to Frostholm.
Uh-huh.
When I asked to see the Elder for my pay, all of these inbred peasants said the same thing. Oh, he's out hunting. He won't be back for many days. I called horse shite and barged into his house, and what do you know? I found him, hale and hearty, reading some book.
So you killed him for hiding from you?
No, I demanded for my pay. I wasn't going to be robbed of my coin when that trollum killed me. He claimed that I was lying, that the beast still lived, and that I was a fraud.
You know,
I showed him the pelt, and he continued to protest. Said I had just skinned a bear and not their monster.
I did just kill a troll, so maybe he is lying, yeah.
I refused to leave. I needed my coin. He refused and continued with his excuses. Then one of his goons tried to sneak up on me and gut me like a fish. That was the final straw. I drew my blade and didn't sheath it until all those bastards were dead.
Okay, so who burned down the house then? Yeah, the burned houses? What about that?
Surprisingly not. Some villager dropped his lantern as he ran. The thing broke and a fire started.
Likely story,
I
okay.
saw no sense in putting it out. Good riddance, I say.
You don't seem very remorseful for all those deaths.
Why would I be? They refused me my pay I rightfully deserved after killing that blasted troll. Besides, did those bastards really deserve their lives? I think I did the world a favor.
No point in killing you goodbye. They tried to kill you. How did you survive?
I heard him draw his dagger, and I turned around just in time. Barely missed my throat being slit right open.
A villager told me that you killed Einar, a man who protested your murder.
He was probably gonna try to kill me.
Okay.
As soon as I turned my back to him, just as the others did. It was self-defense.
Yeah.
Besides, he had it coming. He was one of the bastards that covered for the Elder. He was in on the ploy, I'm telling you.
'Cause here's the thing. Yes, you were getting screwed, but you killed way too many people in this process. If I let you live, which it's not looking good for you right now, where will you go?
Bold of you to assume that my life relies on your whims.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, I'll continue my work. This won't stop me.
Yeah, that really just sounds like a threat right there. I can't let you live. Prepare to die.
I'd like to see you try.
Like if he had killed just the Elder, if he had killed just the, the one guy that was trying to slit his throat or whatever, but... There's too many murders here. There's too many deaths here for me to be like, yeah. And frankly, his attitude also isn't really helping. And there it is. The troll skull. Which, once again, he was getting screwed. He was getting a bad deal here, but a whole village is dead now because of you. And I don't really think you should be getting off scot-free there. Also, I am glad that I get some new armor. I say new armor, I know it's a common armor that I've seen before. It's common, like, modded armor that I've seen before, but still, you know, feels like a nice little reward for killing him. God, you really just hid...
What are you doing that for?
You just hid the bounty behind all of these tankards. You want me to steal, you want me to get in trouble here, don't you? Started the Great Deceiver, speak to the author of the contract. A murder has recently occurred in our once prosperous hold. A beast of unknown origin has slain a family. The creature left only one survivor, a boy who is now within my custody. To avenge these people, I have placed a bounty on its head. So, couple typos here. If you're interested, visit my cabin and we can discuss the details of this contract. Cabin out by Evergreen Grove, out by Fogwreath Watchtower. So it is still within the hold. It is still kind of like in this area, which makes sense. Quick little thing, quick little kind of like impromptu channel update just while I got you here. Has been a slower month for videos. I do recognize that. I do know that. If you haven't checked it out already, I do recommend checking out my May the 4th video on the Morrowind Star Wars mod, because one, that was a lot of fun, two, a lot of time did go into that, and that is something that I'd like to do more of too, just kind of like those longer videos where, you know, it might take me a bit more time to work, and it might take a couple weeks, even longer than that, in order to get them done, but did really enjoy that. That being said, while videos have been a little slower this month, I am anticipating things to pick up pretty soon, even starting kind of like next week. I will warn that if you're not okay with creations coverage, like the paid mod coverage, you might not be the biggest fan of some of what's to come, because there is a lot coming out in the next couple months, starting next week with a really big one, which I've been excited about for a while. But even though there's going to be some more creations videos just coming up soon, my hope is that it also gives me a little bit more time to focus on working on some other, like, free mod videos too. The idea being that I've not had anything to do a long series on in a while, and some of the creations that are coming out will be long-form series, will be longer series for sure. And the idea being that while I'm working on those kind of like longer, bigger series, that I'll hopefully then have some time to put out some other free mod videos kind of like in the middle of all that, in between those. Cabin isn't marked, but it's a cabin. I feel like it doesn't need to be. Maybe give a different name for the cabin. Like, maybe if the cabin itself had, like, its own name, like Isolated Cabin, Old Man's Cabin, anything like that.
You here for the bounty?
I am.
Well, I can't give you much information, but I'll do my best. What do you want to know?
The kid. Is he yours?
I suppose so. I'm all he's got at the moment.
Why? What happened to his parents?
You see, it was his family that the beast killed. Both of his parents. The poor boy saw it.
He saw his family killed?
Yes, it's the only reason we know anything about the monster. Without him, we wouldn't have a clue in the world.
Can I speak with the boy?
I'd let you, but the boy only speaks with me. Seems I'm the only one he trusts.
Alright, so we're gonna play a little bit of a game of telephone here. Got it. Do you know where I should look for the beast? The beast! Any idea what it is?
Kaldor didn't get a good look at it, but he said it walked on 4 legs. From what he says, I think walked is a strong word.
It's actually just a
Kid
horse.
reckons it might have been a bear.
Oh.
But I don't believe it.
Oh, imagine if it was just... I mean, a murder horse would be funnier, but yeah, a bear would also make sense. What do you think it is?
Folk around here have always told tales of their livestock being killed with their hearts ripped out, of a pained howling on a full moon. I think it's a werewolf, a crazed one at that. But maybe I'm just being superstitious.
Man, Falkreath Hold and werewolves. Oh, what a combination. Do you know where I should look for the beast?
The boy said the thing ran straight after the murders, made a dash straight towards Lake Ilanalta. I'd investigate there. There's plenty of little hiding spaces for the monsters on the run.
Alright, well, I'll go find the monster now.
If you find the beast, put it down for the boy's sake.
Did the boy say that, or are you just saying that for the boy? Hey. Oh, he won't say anything, not even like a little like, hi there. Given that this is a, Witcher-inspired mod, oh, it just reminds me of a really Witcher-inspired Skyrim mod that I played ages ago, and unfortunately still isn't done, still is kind of like a work in progress, but the idea was that you would actually become a Witcher in that mod, that you would go to, not Kaer Morhen, but to another Kaer, and you'd, learn all the signs, you'd craft your Witcher gear, you'd go to a new village and take contracts and stuff like that. Was super ambitious, unfortunately, like I said, wasn't ever finished, but was still really, really fun. I'll leave a link on screen for that video because I did have a lot of fun with that. My first inclination would be to attack, but let's just talk. Oh, your eyes are creeping me out. Oh, were you supposed to say something? I am.
You know my crimes. You've seen my victims. I don't seek your pity or protection. I want to explain, to justify what I have done.
You're a different werewolf model, right? Like, I don't have any mods that would have changed the werewolf model or texture, so you're a little new. Alright, beast, speak.
I am cursed.
Well, yeah, you're a werewolf,
This
yeah.
infection, this taint, is not voluntary. It was branded upon me as punishment for my desperation.
By who?
The Great Deceiver, Clavicus Vile. I bargained with him. I begged him for a cure, and he granted me it. That bastard.
A cure for what?
Cancer, the apothecary said.
Wait.
It ate me up from the inside. It corrupted my body. I was bedbound before I struck the deal. Oh, by the 9, I wouldn't wish it upon anyone.
Serious question, does cancer exist in the Elder Scrolls? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real fast, because I don't actually know myself. Yeah, while I look it up real quick, what was the deal?
Vile would cure me of my ailment, purge it from my body, and in return, I'd give him the life of my darkest payment. I killed the poor thing, and I changed.
You turned into a werewolf.
Yes, I looked down and saw that I wore the mutt's fur. My mouth was replaced with its snout. But it was gone. The illness, it no longer ate me from the inside. Instead, there was a rage, a hatred for everything, an urge. I gave in, and I... Do you know what I did?
Say it. Say what you did, beast. Also I checked, yep. Cancer does not exist in the Elder Scrolls universe, which is kind of what I suspected, it's kind of what I thought, but did confirm it. If you go on UESP and look up cancer, it's just a list of people who have unfortunately passed away from cancer in the Elder Scrolls community, in the dev teams, and all of that. Do you always feel that rage?
I've learned to temper it. I can control it. Barely.
Do you know about the boy of the family you murdered?
Gods.
That's a no then.
If I wanted to be riddled with cancer again, I could. The bastard has forced me into this form, unless I want to die a pathetic, bedridden man.
I'm gonna see what he has to say, but I'm sitting here like, okay, so you're cursed. Either you're cursed as a werewolf or you die in human form. You don't know what you've done. I feel like killing you is also the correct solution here.
Kill me.
Oh.
Give justice to everyone I murdered.
Well, yeah, there you go. You won't try to kill me if I grant your request. No, you deserve to live your life out to redeem yourself. He doesn't want to redeem himself. Are you gonna try and fight me?
I can't say. The anger within me, it won't let me stand idly by as you finish me off. Whatever happens, please finish the job.
I don't want him to redeem himself. Fine.
Thank you.
Like, he's flat out asked for it. Also, man, I was like, are you gonna try and fight back? He's like, I don't know. And immediately, he instead launched the first attack. I'm like, damn. Alright. Do you almost wish that we had like a werewolf pelt or something, but that's just me. Kind of just to take back to the old man. I do also wish that we maybe had a name for the old man. Maybe I'm getting like too particular here. Maybe I'm getting like too picky right now, but I think it could help to have both a name for the old man and a name for the werewolf. The werewolf could have revealed the name as we got to know him, as we got to ask him about, you know, who he was, what happened to him, how he got cursed, and all of that. Well, all he said was, yes, the monster is dead.
Oh, thank you. You've done a great service for me and the boy. Please, take this. I hope it's enough to make it worth your while.
Okay, 750 gold, yeah. I'll be going now.
Farewell, my friend.
Completed the Great Deceiver, which, yeah, go figure, it's Clavicus Vile doing Clavicus Vile things. There are terminal illnesses in the Elder Scrolls universe, though. There's like a whole list of different diseases and afflictions and, once again, terminal ailments, so I feel like that could have been an interesting time to maybe make use of one of those, to maybe kind of like look into some lesser known stuff lore-wise and maybe use that instead. That's one of those situations where, for me, you know, feels a little too close to real life, especially when it's a disease that doesn't exist in the Elder Scrolls at all. Alright, that just leaves the third and final bounty in Winterhold.
Take a seat and get the cold out.
Yeah, well, where did you put the bounty? Oh, thank you. You put the bounty just, like, center of the counter. You're not making me dig around in tankards for it. No, I'm good. The Path to Redemption. By the order of the Jarl of Winterhold, to all able-bodied men and women of Winterhold, a notorious bandit leader has been spotted hiding in a cabin west of the Shrine of Azura. He has terrorized the local populace for countless years with his senseless raiding and pillaging. A large bounty has been placed on his head. Any hunter who can dispose of the brigand shall receive the reward. Approach with the utmost caution. The target is highly skilled with a blade. Alright, well, near the Shrine of Azura. It's a little thing, and it might not even be something that anyone's really thought about as being like a good touch, but I do like that each of the bounties takes place in the hold where you got the bounty. Like, it's a little thing, but I like that. I think it's a good design choice. You know, it closer mimics the thing of like, oh, if you were to get the bounty from the Jarl, from the Jarl's Men's, they would keep you in the hold as well, so I just kinda like that they're trying to emulate that. Given that we were able to get, you know, a new armor from the first bounty target, I almost wish that there had been something from the second, from the werewolf, and that does have me wondering now about the third one as well. What I'd also love to hear is, at the end of the video, after you've seen the third bounty, I'd like to hear what you think, if you agree with my choices, if you disagree, if you would have chosen a different ending for any of the targets. Like, would you have let the first guy live? Would you let the werewolf live? I guess you could even argue that in the case of the werewolf, that letting him live is you almost like cursing him even more. Like, no, you're gonna have to live out this curse to kind of like have to live with what you've done. But that's also a great way for more people to get killed. Oh. Hi.
I know why you're here. I won't fight you. Leave me to my sentence.
Good, you make this easy. Face me. You know about the bounty?
Course I do. I saw it plastered around every major city before I came here. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, this doesn't necessarily feel as ambiguous as I thought it would. You're a wanted man, but you don't act like one. Why? You seem rather holy for a raider and a pillager. I mean, he's wearing robes. Anyone can wear robes.
Why would I? The rest of them, of us, they have a life to live. Desires of their own that must be sated. Things to do before they pass on. This life is naught but a prison, to atone for my sins.
You seem rather holy for a raider and pillager.
I have done too much to simply forget my past. But there is not a moment that passes by where I am not reminded of my sins, of my misdeeds. It is the heat of these transgressions that branded me. It baptized me, and I became a new man.
And what made you become such a holy man?
Them. The faces that haunt my dreams.
Who? Who?
A family. 2 parents and 2 kids. The perfect little family. They owned a small farm, rich in food and drink. My band, it was never meant to end that way. Oh, by the 9.
Why did you kill them?
I didn't mean to. They got in the way.
So you killed all of them because of an accident? You're a monster, you have to die. Yeah, you killed all of them. It was an accident, you say?
I did.
You're clearly miserable with your life. Why don't you just end it? Because, you know, that would probably go against the 9. If I let you live, what will you do with your life? Will you really not go back to who you were?
By the 9, no, never. The pain I caused. Gods.
If I let you live, what would you do with your life? He doesn't even want to live, though.
Atone.
Well, he kind of
Repent.
does.
Punish myself for the pain that I have inflicted.
It's not that
I
he
shall
wants to
continue
die.
my path to redemption for as long as I may live.
It's that he just said that he wouldn't fight back. You're clearly miserable with life. Why not just end it?
This is punishment for my sins. It is a test of my repentance. I cannot end it prematurely.
But wouldn't killing you also end it early?
That's a blessing from the divines. The proof that I have served my sentence, paid for my crimes.
I almost wish there was like a third dialogue option where I still kill him. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I can't call him a monster. I can call him a monster. Yeah, you have to die.
Good. Do as you will.
Yeah, and like the, well, unlike the werewolf, he's not fighting back. What I'll do is I'll wait till night. I'll kill him in his sleep. Do I need to? No. Does it make any difference at all? No, but I'm going to. Oh, are you not gonna go to sleep?
I won't fight you.
I know, I'm waiting for you to go to bed. It's 11 p.m., just go to bed already. Alright, fine. You and your midnight snack, I'm just gonna kill you. Oh. Bounty. By the order of the Jarl of Winterhold, we have heard of your success in killing the bandit known as Balin. We commend your efforts and hope the gold attaches enough to compensate you for your heroic deed. With the death of the brigand, Winterhold is safer and our Hole's residents can sleep soundly knowing the bandit is dead. Once again, we thank you for your courageous actions and hope that our gratitude and the reward are enough to convey our utmost admiration. How did it get here? Like it just spawned on me. Mailer? Are you in the rafters? What I am going to do before getting into the review is I do just want to kind of run through and see what happens if I spare them. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Please!
Alright, calm down. I didn't know what my choices were going to be, but I wound up killing all 3 of the targets, so now I want to see what happens if I don't. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to get paid for any of the bounties then if I let them live. Yeah, there's no point in killing you. Goodbye.
Huh. That's not how I thought this would end.
Right,
Thanks. I don't have anything to give you, but check the Elder's house. I didn't take anything except what I was owed.
Yeah. Oh? Hold on. Find the Elder's valuables. Oh, yep, right here. Hidden Strongbox and Akatosh de Bella, and really only 50 gold. You know, I'd rather have his armor. Okay, and he has nothing to say now, yeah, so completing the bounty, you would have 1, gotten paid, and 2, you would have gotten his armor. It's occurring to me now of we didn't make a marker for the old man's cabin, but we did make a marker for the hidden cabin for Balin, for the final bounty. And I guess really the only reason to make a marker for that final one is that you can then kind of like use the house yourself. Like you can just take the house for yourself if you want it.
Kill me. Give justice to everyone I murdered.
No, you deserve to live your life out to redeem yourself.
I know you'll manage.
Oh. So, you don't get a choice. You have to kill him either way. It really just comes down to if you tell him that you'll do it or not. So, alright. Not really a choice there.
I shall continue my path to redemption for as long as I may live.
Alright, that's all I needed to hear.
So be it.
And I was just waiting to see if it spawned.
I live in absolution.
I was waiting to see if it spawned the bounty note on me. Like maybe the Jarl Steward was like, "Oh, I'm very disappointed in you." I'm just a sucker for bounty hunting in games. So getting new bounty quests, especially more unique ones, is great for me. The bounties here are all pretty straightforward. And like Nimwaith's other mods, are focused much more on storytelling than on combat and gameplay. For me, the decisions here were pretty easy for each of the targets. But I'd be curious if you feel the same way. I did go ahead and show what happens if you try to spare each one instead, but I personally felt right killing each of them. I can clearly see the Witcher inspiration here, but it's also going to be hard to make these as morally complex as most of Witcher's quests and contracts. Voice acting was good. The quests worked well without any real bugs or issues. I did notice that a couple lines didn't seem to play, such as the werewolf greeting me, and I spotted a couple typos in the note for Balin's bounty. Which, I did think the note congratulating you on completing the bounties spawning on top of you was a bit odd. I did like that we could get a new armor from the first bounty. I really liked that we had a more unique werewolf model for the second. I'm still not a big fan of the cancer usage for the werewolf, and would have liked something established in universe instead. If you're looking for more bounty quests, I highly recommend J. Serpa's Headhunter Bounty Overhaul. Keep in mind that this fleshes out the existing Radiant system, rather than adding new narrative quests like this. But I do think these mods could work well alongside each other for a more bounty hunter oriented playthrough. But that's gonna be all for today. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.